It's layers and stacks and things that make a sound palette. Sounds that you wouldn't think that normally go together are used together to fill up the space, so there's no empty space on my tracks. My tracks are dense. Everybody, welcome back to the page. My name is Donald XL Robertson. If you are new to the channel, I would definitely like you hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you. That'll help this page out a lot if you hit that subscribe button. And if you are returning, then vibe out. Today we're gonna get into it. Beats, you know what I'm saying? I was cooking up something for Lost Dogg. I want y'all to check him out, you know. So right now we're working on some sounds and some stuff like that. So I just wanted to show y'all one of these tracks I made and just let y'all see the foundations, like the building blocks I call it. So I always have like your drums, then I got my music component, then I have my chorus component, and then I piece all of those together, and then that's what forms the whole beat. And then once I got the foundation done, I'll still go on top and add other layers and stuff like that. So there's sound effects, breakdowns, and then when you got the vocals, then there's vocal effects and different things like that. So it's a 7-layer cake. That's how the records come out. So with that being said, y'all just sit back and let's vibe out. And so I'm gonna switch it up. We have a vision for it, but I'm gonna just throw a couple, switch ups, and just see how he attacked the beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe in pushing artists. You keep giving artists different styles. That to me, it makes the project sound better, and it challenges myself as a producer to step outside of what we consider the norm. Because I guess I could do the same thing over and over, but that's not no fun for me. And then as an artist, I know that you could get into this little vibe and get stuck. So by switching up the tracks, it'll give him the ability to switch up, in my opinion. When I put the mix together, you know what I'm saying, like get it really like rocking, yeah, I think he'll eat this up. So one of the things for my producers, this is what it's about. This is the grind. You know how people tell you about the grind? Well, I don't know if y'all know what the grind is. This is the grind. The grind is getting to it every day, never quitting, keeping your spirits high, keeping your ability to create and stay in your creative bag, even if your resources are not where they need to be. You already got to have a strong mindset when you say you're going to get into this business or any business that's the creative arts. It's hard for creative artists because it's all about people's perspective. They say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So with art, you have a whole bunch of observers critiquing your art. And with the social media platforms and the DSPs, it's very challenging because you're getting bombarded with a lot of it. So when I was coming up, we used to get the announcement that a project was coming, and if there was interest, we would have interest in just listening to that project. Now you got multiple peoples in society that's at a certain status, and everybody's dropping the TV show, the book, the podcast. It's like it could be overwhelming, I would imagine, for a fan. And so if you're trying to discover something new, then you gotta weed through all of the different content that's out there. So one of the things that I'm looking at is with this project is taking it back to that train of thought where we just putting our focus on one thing. We just doing this. Saying we just trying to make the best project we can make and give the album that's like telling a story, because ultimately it is a movie. People might jump on a song that we did 2 years ago now, or in 2 years from now they may jump on the song that we're doing now. But As a creative, that's just what come with the territory. Even with your YouTube channel, this will come with the territory. It's just putting in that grind, shooting content every day, and just making sure that mentally you're prepared for the long haul. It's a long stretch before you can see the promised land, and the promised land would be like the partnership program or getting a check from your work. But that'll go for any social media platform, whether you're trying to get it from your reels, your TikToks, whatever you do, you got to put that grind in every day. You know, this is the platform, in my opinion. I feel like if you produce your record, drop your record, and record your record right here so we can see it. I think a video would get more audience engagement than putting out a single on a DSP. I think those platforms they need to redo them anyway. The whole DXP experience need to be redone and overhauled. And I think that because social media has such an impact, like how TikTok had an impact on music discovery, the DSPs, the way they looking, need to take that formula, in my opinion. But I ain't trying to share no ideas with them for real. The DSPs are making all of the money and the content creators are not. And that's just the truth. The system is imbalanced and it's one-sided. And then for the people who are successful in it, it's a very small few that's taking the large share of the pie. So this is also just a part of the game. So when you have your love for this music and you got your God-given gift and your talent and you putting your all into it, just understand that this is the daily grind. And the interesting thing too about urban music is that it's the music that generates the most hype. It's the music that draws the most people, in my opinion. But at the same time, it's the hardest to crack through. It's the hardest to get support. It's the hardest to, just kind of make it. You feel me? This is the grind. This is what it actually looks like. You know what I'm saying? Every day, just participating and showing up for yourself. So with that being said, let's get to this track. This is the chorus section, and so I wanted it to really sound like a movie scene. It was just put together with a whole bunch of sounds, put it in a pot like gumbo. And once I get everything on the MP, I'm able to just chop it all up, and then you get what you get. And so that's that rawness, and that's hip hop to me. That's my interpretation of hip hop. I know everybody sees it and hears it different. That's what this was about. This was taking y'all behind the scenes. I really just wanted to show y'all what goes into putting a track together. It's layers and stacks and things that make a sound palette. Sounds that you wouldn't think that normally go together are used together to fill up the space, so there's no empty space on my tracks. My tracks are dense, and if you start pulling the layers apart, you'll notice like, oh, you got 2 and 3 kicks, 3 and 4 breaks, horns, brass, people talking in the background. All of that comes in to fill that track up and give it more presence and give it more weight. So the tracks are not thin and tiny. They're thick and big, and it's just something that you got to experience. So when this record come out, when it's finished, I'll let y'all check it out. I'll let y'all know where to go get it. We're going to probably drop it on lostdoggentertainment.com, where you can go and check out Civil War, Land of the Lost, and Home of the Slaves. And it'll probably be an EP. We'll probably do an EP, you know what I'm saying, just to let y'all know that this thing is coming. And then y'all going to be able to go get that thing from the website. We're going to go high quality and lossless audio, uncompressed. We're going to give y'all the highest quality. So audio files, y'all get into this thing, it's going to be what it's going to be. So with that being said, until next time, peace.